listening to Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a reading. I just had to go in my room twice for something though, so I don't know if the kiddo's gonna wake up or not. Try not to be loud. But anyway, there's a tiny little rain cloud happening where I am. Well, it's probably over now, but it's feeling very fall. We've got some fall jazz. And we're gonna see what the universe wants us to know for today. It's Friday, right? Yes, it's Friday. It's September. Empress energy is all about nurturing creation, bringing fruition, things to fruition. That's too many. This is what we have going on. I'm gonna put these flipped, so I'm gonna take those. Start that. Just start that. Okay, we have some common themes from yesterday. There may be some overthinking about a love situation. We have the lovers here. I just did yesterday's reading was also about love. Let me get a few more. The overthinking. What overthinking are you doing? So we have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, which are like the bookends of the Cups energy. We also have the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, like without another person, like the highest emotional fulfillment you can get on your own, which is that King of Cups energy. And we also have the Three of Cups, which to me is always about past, present, future, being led by your intuition, learning from the past, not doing the same thing over and over to ensure your emotional fulfillment. Ace of Cups is very much, this is all emotion or water energy. Water signs could be significant, which are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. It doesn't necessarily, I don't really like to break things down by zodiac, but sometimes that just helps people understand the energy. Ace of Cups is some sort of emotional offer. King of Cups is like emotional stability. Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Three of Cups is, again, emotional, what's the word for this? Like literacy, the ability to not repeat cycles you've already graduated from, right? And then we have the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords, which is, where's my cheat sheet? I always get swords in. I'm pretty sure swords is mental energy. And I don't know, it's either mental or spiritual, but I'm pretty sure it's mental. Because that's what we're seeing here, is this overthinking, putting yourself in some self-induced bondage because of cycles of overthinking, right? So this could be just like a simple, and then the other card we have is the Lovers, which is the only major arcana at this point. So 4 cups, 2 swords. So this could be a head over heart situation. Maybe you're trying to be logical about your feelings for someone. When we have feelings, it doesn't matter what they are, romantic or otherwise, that's that water energy. We are asked to flow. I always talk about my pirate ship. So you are a ship on an ocean, right? Don't mind the swamp color. I know this house is like 300 years old. Anyway, when you have emotions, those are the waves. That's the water energy. And so Think about how a ship rocks on waves. Think about how the water affects the movement of the ship, the necessity to move sails or, steer, right? Thinking Titanic, right? Doesn't need to be that intense. If you feel your feelings and think of them as waves, as they come and go, right? Think about the cyclical nature or the rhythmic nature of waves. It's the same as your heart. Sometimes your heart beats fast. Sometimes there are choppy waters, right? So this is a head over heart situation about love. Perhaps you have a lot of fear about opening your heart up again, right? Because you have gotten to this point of stability, right? You understand what happened in the past, and you have graduated into your own wish fulfillment, and so maybe bringing someone else into that with this love offer, you feel like you're going to become unstable. There's fear here. Now, fear is a valid emotion, but it is just that. It's fleeting, right? Turn your fear into courage, right? Yeah, 6 of Wands. Turn your fear into your stage, right? I mean, worst that can happen is it's just another lesson. Other than that, maybe it's your happily ever after. You'll never know until you take a chance, right? Until you honor yourself, put yourself in this spotlight, allow yourself to welcome something. Yesterday's love reading was about justice in love. You can go check that out. It was a really sweet reading. But I think, so I've been watching a lot of collective readings right now. I mean, I always do, but I stay in collective energy, and this is this time on this planet, right? These love cycles that are the tower at the bottom of the deck, which is a drastic change. A lot of people think it's nefarious or bad, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. If you're not open to change, then yes, it could prove difficult. But the time. So I've been telling you for a long time, this is the time in which divine unions are supposed to be coming together, because the world needs love. And divine unions are not just about finding someone and loving them. They are about two people who have devoted themselves to their purposes, and they are finding each other so that they continue to build, right? Because this 9 of Cups is the highest you can get on your own, but 10 of Cups is with another, and that is wish fulfillment all around. Happy home, happy life, happy work, happy everything, right? Of course, we're human, things come up, right? Not everything is just fairy tale. But in regards to these divine unions coming out, or coming together, this is the time in which we are in. We are in the age of Aquarius. We have the Star, the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and the King of Wands. So the wand energy here is feminine, masculine energy, both standing in their own power. Don't worry about the numbers or anything. Just peep. There's no fear here, right? You don't turn your back on a lion, right? And she's facing a crowd. So what are you turning your back on that, or what do you need to turn your back on that is limiting your ability to step into this energy of success, of stability within yourself, right? If there is anything. I mean, there probably is, but we have another 6 of Cups. This is an acknowledgement of your own growth, of your own process. It's a little bit nostalgic, maybe as you are healing. I know, so the divine union path is very much people are coming together. A lot of divine feminines are finding their masculines. A lot of masculines are waking up to or already have at this point, to their own power, right? The patriarch also dangers men. It tells you can only do certain things, right? Sex, beer, football, right? So there's a lot of masculines who are actually stepping into this provider, protector. Oh, I'm not worried about it. Let me just, walk away from this lion, right? That's very much this confidence. So we have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Yesterday's reading, the King of Wands was the only one who didn't show up. And that's that spiritual enlightenment. That's getting to a point within yourself where you are stable in your own spirituality. You're not relying on a woman to give you information about your spiritual path, which is how divine masculines begin to wake up, right? So judgment is being called at a collective level. Why? Because the earth needs solutions. Humanity, the animal kingdom, literal earth that is alive, needs people to come together to save things. I'm not talking about like Superman, but I kind of am. The mission of divine unions is to come together so that you can be a model for how love really is, right? And in these times, it's like everyone's bitching about how, dating is so awful and nobody's loyal and blah, blah, blah. Divine unions are coming together to remind people of the power of love, the power of service, the power of purpose, the power of divinity, right? These are relationships that are meant to not only fill each other's cups, right, with this emotional offer of love, but to also spread this beyond just humanity, again, for the planet, for the animals. These are divine unions, people who have been through the dark night of the soul relentlessly, probably for a few decades, finally getting their justice, finally getting the love that they have always given. If you are someone who has gone through hell and back multiple times, myself included, and you've come out and you've been able to remain, you've kept your innocence intact, you are part of this collective. You are someone who deserves the love that you have given. And if you don't believe that, you're going to see it soon. I myself have a hard time believing that, but I know I'm worthy of a fairy tale ending or beginning, quite frankly, because the past 20 years have been through hell. This is the star card, lassoing that star power, right? Again, channeling your inner celebrity. I mean, celebrity for lack of better words, because that culture is dying. People don't care about that anymore. I mean, for the most part, there's a huge shift in collective consciousness, and it happens in waves, right? Again, like the ocean. The collective, more and more people are waking up every day. Like, why do you think that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just got engaged the other day? Are they a divine union? No. They are propaganda. They are paid for by the machine. They are used to distract. So as ICE agents have upped their shit, as genocide in Palestine and Congo and Sudan have all been, made known to the public, celebrities are tools of the system to keep people blinded to reality. Thinking like, I'm so happy she has her happy ending. I'll never get that because I don't have $5 billion in a private jet that I use to go to Walmart, right? It's like people stay blinded by things like that. So if you are someone who has come into consciousness, or you are in the process of coming into consciousness, releasing your old habits and patterns and ways of thinking, the star energy is very much giving that saying, the first will be last and the last will be first. This paradigm shift within the age of Aquarius is very much normal people who are like I'm thinking of Julian Brown, the guy who is turning plastic into petroleum or into oil that you can use for your cars. That's solving a lot of fucking problems. And we know from history that the government goes after people like that. That's what we're saying. Normal people, or people who have been, Julian Brown always starts his videos talking about how this isn't just me, this is what God gave me to work through me so that I can help the earth, right? And that's this mentality. Divine unions aren't just about love. It's definitely not just about sex, right? It's about connection at a soul level to support, again, humanity, the animal kingdom, the planet, right? These are divine unions. These aren't just, you're not going to find this. I was watching one yesterday about how these are unions coming together to be this witness of real love for the survival of humanity, legit. And I don't even think humanity needs to survive. It's for the survival of the planet, right? So we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is stability. These are putting roots down, right? So whatever roots you've already put down, whatever things that you've been working on in the material world, regardless of your masculine or feminine, once you combine an emotional offer with your roots, like this is water and this is earth. Once you water what you've already started with another person, it's going to grow twice the size, twice the frequency. It's going to be faster, it's going to be bigger, right? Because again, we can only do so much by ourselves. I want to pull from the Synchronicity deck just to get a little bit more. But yeah, it's definitely, I don't do love readings because I don't like teaching the Lulu. But the entire collective is talking about these unions right now. And I was noticing that yesterday as I was on the interweb. There's a lot, it's just time. It's time. There's nothing else on this planet. There's no hope. There's constant fear. There's constant consumption. So this balance is necessary from the divine. For the past few years, I've been begging, right? We have reflection. So just keep staying in your own space if this hasn't come in for you yet. Keep working on yourself. Keep doing your own introspection work. Keep doing whatever you need to get yourself out there. I'm in this process as well. I've been very much introverted as I've come into motherhood and other things. And it's time for me to get the fuck out in the world. And I don't really want to, but the people around me are reminding me of why that's necessary for me, right? Not in an egotistical way, but I know who I am. I know how powerful I am, and I think my kid's awake, so let me pull these. Okay, so we have fall for the northern hemisphere. That's where we're going right now, thank God. We have teacher coming out after reflection, so take everything you can as a teacher, or maybe you are in this role of facilitating others in their own journeys, like me, I am also. I'm getting that end scene from Eat, Pray, Love. It's not verbatim, but if you take everything, if you set out on a journey and you commit yourself to learning from everything. Hi baby, good morning! Oh my gosh. Hello!
Good morning. Good morning.
Alright. And you take everything as a teacher, then, everything will be... Hey, look. Okay, we have Finder of Lost Things, Speaking Truth and Gratitude. When in doubt, be grateful. Speak your truth. Start an anonymous channel or something. We're gonna start drum practice. It is 7:21. Have a good one.